Starting electrical wiring requires planning, safety precautions, and understanding the basic principles of electricity. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. 1. Understand basic electrical concepts: voltage, current, and resistance. Learn about these three fundamental electrical concepts: circuit types. Understand the difference between series and parallel circuits. Load and ground. Know what a load, which is a device that consumes electricity, and grounding, a safety measure to prevent shocks, are. 2. Plan your wiring layout. Create a diagram. Sketch out where all outlets, switches, lights, and appliances will be located. Determine circuit requirements. Decide which circuits are necessary, like lighting, outlets, appliances, and the capacity of each circuit measured in amps. Select proper wire size based on the circuit's capacity, usually 14 gauge for 15 amp circuits, 12 gauge for 20 amp circuits. 3. Gather tools and materials. Tools: you'll need wire strippers, pliers, a screwdriver, a voltage tester, a multimeter, and fish tape. Materials: electrical wires like Romex or similar, electrical boxes, outlets, switches, circuit breakers, wire nuts, and conduit if needed. Step 4. Turn off the power. First, shut down the main breaker. This ensures the power to the area you're working on is completely off. Then test for live wires. Use a voltage tester to make sure no wires are live before you start working. Step 5. Install electrical boxes. Start by mounting the boxes. Install electrical boxes for outlets, switches, and light fixtures at the locations you marked in your plan. Next, anchor the boxes securely. Ensure the boxes are secure and flush with the wall. Step 6. Run the cables. Begin by pulling the wires. Run the appropriate type and size of wire between the boxes according to your plan. Remember to avoid sharp bends. When running wires, make sure there are no sharp bends and avoid areas where wires can be pinched. Also, use conduit if required. In some areas, you may be required to run wires through conduit for added protection. Now, let's move on to making the connections. First, you'll need to strip the wires. Use wire strippers to carefully remove the insulation from the ends of the wires. Next, connect the wires to the outlets and switches. Remember to follow the correct wiring scheme: black to brass, white to silver, and ground to green or bare. Finally, use wire nuts to securely connect the wires together in the junction boxes. In this step, we'll install the circuit breakers. If you're adding new circuits, you'll need to install the appropriate breakers in the breaker panel. And don't forget to clearly label each breaker with its corresponding circuit. 9. Test the system. Once all wiring is complete, restore power at the breaker panel. Then use a voltage tester or multimeter to check that each circuit is working correctly and that there are no shorts. 10. Follow local codes and regulations. Make sure your work complies with local electrical codes. If required, have your wiring inspected by a certified electrician or local authority. 11. Safety precautions. Always use tools with insulated handles. Avoid working on multiple circuits simultaneously to minimize the risk of shock. If unsure about any step, consult an electrician or refer to reliable resources. Important note: electrical work can be dangerous. If you are not confident in your ability to safely perform electrical wiring, consider hiring a licensed electrician to do the work for you.